At a recent press conference, Mayor Daley called on the U.S. Senate to pass legislation approved by the House of Representatives that would extend unemployment benefits for approximately 1.5 million jobless Americans. Here are highlights from the September 24th news conference.
A large part of government's responsibility at all our levels is to protect our working families and help them make it through these very difficult times. Today, I call upon the United States Senate to act quickly on legislation to extend unemployment benefits to 1.5 million Americans, including 12,000 just in Chicago, then more and more in surrounding areas, who are scheduled to lose their benefits between now and December. Now you think of that, between now and December, and what if they don't extend it, what kind of Christmas gift is going to give to many of these families. On Tuesday, the House of Representatives overwhelmingly approved the bill giving 13 more weeks of unemployment benefits to jobless Americans in states with unemployment rates over 8.5%, which includes Illinois. The Senate must take swift action on the bill. I'm happy to say that Senator Durbin supports the extension. He's already called and he's on board. He's already working his fellow senators to pass a bill as soon as possible, because people can't live day to day and worry maybe they're not going to receive the extension, and especially in and around Christmas and the holidays, and that would be devastating to themselves and their families. Since the national recession began, Congress has voted to approve several emergency extensions of unemployment benefits because it recognizes that would be staggering costs if benefits were terminated while the economy was still in a recession, and we are still in a recession, and jobs were on the horizon, farther off. The situation hasn't changed since then. Last week, the Federal Reserve Chairman Ben Bernanke announced technically, and that's very specific, the recession is over, but it's very technical. It isn't the human side that everybody sees here across America. Although some numbers may show that, but people who come to places such as Workforce Center at Pilsen for support see a different picture. I'll be very frank, people are sending me letters every day. If I walk down the street, people come up and said, "Mayor, I need a job. I've been laid off." Recently, a hotel downtown had 400 positions, over 4,000 people stood in line to get one of those positions. The Pilsen Workforce Center is one of 7 workforce centers, are often the first place an unemployed or laid off person goes to get help from the city. This center here is operated by a group of city, the state partner agencies. National ABLE Network is a delegate agency that receives Workforce Investment Act funding for this center. It is a place where residents who previously had jobs, want to continue working, receive free services such as skills assessments, job search assistance, help in creating resumes, access to other support such as help with transportation costs. They also have places local businesses go to find a skilled workforce. More people than ever need jobs, education, and training or retraining. They need the emergency help provided by the unemployment benefits, not only for themselves, but for their family. And a lot of them have their grandparents living with them. They have children, or sometimes they have extended family. They bring a child in from the community, especially here in many of our communities in the city. The state is releasing figures today that show the Chicago, Naperville, Joliet area has lost more than 150,000 jobs between August of 2008 and August of 2009. Nationwide, about 7 million jobs have been lost since December 2007. In most of the country, even though the pace of jobs lost has slowed, the unemployment rate has continued to rise and not fall. And that is the most frightening aspect, is joblessness is rising. And if you listen to the stock market, they say, "Oh, I made 8 cents, it's gone up." That is only profits. It has nothing to do with creating more jobs from the stock market. Some experts predict unemployment will continue to rise through 2010. And so far what we see is from the state income tax, the sales tax, real estate tax, transfer tax, it keeps going down. We have not leveled off yet, and that's the worry. And just about a week ago, Gene Saffel announced again, losses were down again. Unemployment benefits enable most jobless people to continue buying food and other staples, continue paying rent and mortgages, so they don't have to seek shelter and other public support elsewhere. Because when they give these benefits, if people have to lose their homes, or they can't pay their rent, then become much more of a burden in society. It takes more and more money. And so this is really preventive from them losing their homes. The program keeps more money flowing into the economy as well. Extending the benefits is also critical for cities and states who are already struggling with their own budgets because of the deep recession. Cities and states do not have the resources to help shoulder the burden and meet the demands of hundreds of thousands of Americans who fall into poverty and need assistance with food, shelter, and other basic necessities. The mayor from around the region, which were introduced, have joined us here this morning, and not only on behalf of their own citizens, but the entire region. So again, we're asking the U.S. Senate to extend the jobless benefits as quickly as possible. It's like a national emergency. America's working people and families who pay the taxes need your help immediately and not later. Thank you very much.